Good afternoon. That's just weird because I'm friends with her already. So, all right. Welcome to Daily Trudge. Happy Sunday. All right. We'll see if some people show up. Not really sharing this to too many places. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Depending on whether people show up or not, will depend on you know how long it is and honestly how good it is. So I tend to thrive off other people when it comes to this stuff. So welcome to Daily Trudge. I'm Dion. Just like the name says, if you're here, please say hello. Whether you're watching the live or the rewatch. So today would be day 2 off of my Cymbalta, all the way off of my Cymbalta. I'm feeling it. I don't feel very. No, I don't feel very good. I got a headache. My body feels like say beating the crap out of me. But the thing is, you get some of this or you get some of that, and just depending on what it is that you want, you know. But I've always dealt with depression. Depression's something, or at least that's what people have said. I have a feeling that the more people called me depressed, the more depressed I became. Well, you're this, you're that. And to me, it just felt like a bunch of name calling. It's how it felt. It's like, well, you got this, you got that, and I'd look around and none of my other brothers and sisters seem to be going through it. So why am I so different? My other diseases tend to make me feel like I don't belong anywhere. And I know that's not totally true. Yeah. I don't believe that there's a lot of people in this world that understand. I don't. Um, the man that raised me wrote back. I sent him a message, and I haven't read it yet. I haven't. I have the guts. I'm looking for the courage, and I have the guts, but I want to be able to respond the right way. And I don't know if today is the day that I can do that. I saw part of it. It started out with, I'm kind of confused. And, well, you think you're confused, PTSD is not a clear-cut disease. It isn't simple and straightforward like recovery is. It has its, it comes with things, right? Now the thing is I have this other thing, and I have a deep empathy. I mean, I'm always feeling something, and it drives me crazy. Hey Amber, it's good to see you. And it kind of drives me crazy. Yeah. So I didn't really try meds until this time around. And now that I'm all the way off of them, I feel weird. Um, it's a little more confusing. I can't. It's hard for me to put my finger on it. There's also been a lot of changes this week, so that didn't help. I don't mind change, but when it happens that quick, it's kind of hard for me. Um, I'm trying to build relationships. I'm trying to be a part of something, and it seems like I almost always get there and then kind of goes away. Um, you know, it's what's happening with the church right now. I found out the pastor, she's only being paid $8 an hour, and things aren't right, and when my friends aren't treated right, I tend to get a little pissed, and I'm not upset with my pastor. Um, it's time for her to leave. And I see why. I can see why, because she's doing something and she sees it too, where it's a codependency thing. If she doesn't leave the group, that 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 group of people may never grow up, and they need to. They need to grow up. So I'm not sure what's going to happen with the effort that I put in. You know, um, today I went to a meeting where nobody knew me, and I'm gonna be honest, it was kind of nice. You know, I love doing service work, I really do, but it's kind of killing me. So, I was diagnosed with depression when I was really young, but it wasn't until in my 40s when I decided to go ahead and try some meds. But the thing is, my doctor, he put me on way too much. So Cymbalta is what's called an SSDI. Okay. And my brain isn't going to be able to tell you right now how that works. Okay. But essentially what it did, so this was the process for me. I did the 12 steps, right? And that got me to a place where I could work on my other things. Okay. So what were the 12 steps for me? They were just the beginning. It was just that was just a start. It was it'd be like if I had a full needle, it would have been like the hole. Okay. Um I had to do a lot more work in therapy than I did in the program. Um, and I don't talk about a lot of it, but that's because it's mine. So, but I was on way too much, and this was really blocking me from a lot of things. Um, I have a poem that's sitting here in front of me that my mom gave to me yesterday. Hold on. I can't help it. Uh, I'll probably cry during it. It's how I'm feeling, man. I'm sad. Um, my brain refuses to think I wrote this. I still can't accept it. I even went yesterday. I argued with my mom. I didn't like, no, I just said, I didn't write that. Are you sure I wrote that? Because I lied a lot when I was growing up. I lied a lot. So I even went and checked the internet. I put this in there to see if I had caught. No, I didn't. I wrote it. I wrote it. And I'll probably read it at the end here. It's kind of faded, so it's a little hard to read. It's also in code, or what I like to call cursive. I even folded it up this way. See, and I'm going to tell you what really bothers me. I don't remember. That's That's what bothers me. Is sometimes, I don't like having to ask if something was true. I don't like it. It makes me I'm scared of dementia. I'm I've worked so hard to become who I am. I'm afraid to lose it. That's what that is. Um, but it's not. I know that what I'm doing is the right thing right now. Coming off of this stuff because I can't be on it anymore. It blocks me. It blocks me from all my artistry and the things that I can do. You probably noticed that. I say things like, I feel like there's something there, but I just can't reach it. And that's what I'm talking about is this drug that's blocking me from the sunlight of the spirit. See, if I'm not fully there, then I feel fake. And no, I can't do that. I just want to be Dion and I want that to be okay. But it doesn't seem to be, you know. And I could, there's a lot of things that are going through my mind, and most of them are, bullshit. Most of it's bullshit. You know, like, you know, nobody cares, and people don't like me and shit like that. You know how that goes. Um, and I know it's not totally true, but I got that big old hole in my stomach, and I want it. Yes, I did. Um, all right. So, you know, there might be things that are there might be some things that AA is just not gonna take care of. It's not that it says so in the big book. It says, we don't own the rights to this. We don't, um and it's this kind of talk that tells you that, you know, that time in the program, I mean, it does matter, but when it comes to the scheme of things in life, it doesn't matter. See, you know, you can be 20 years sober and trauma smacks you in the face. Okay. My disease doesn't understand time. It doesn't care about time. Right. Because even my disease understands that all I have is right now. Right. And right now, it's me and my friend Amber and my kitty cat. I mean, literally, right now, that's what life is. Right. And that's nice. That feels nice. Right. But when this ends, you know, uh, I'm one of those people that needs that ease and comfort that comes at once by taking a few drinks, you know. I would like to share something neat on that because my grandkids were over Friday, and I noticed, I noticed my youngest one, Khaleesi, not my youngest one, but the youngest one, Khaleesi. She was just like, she just kept staring at me, and like every 2, 3 minutes, not every 2, 3, but like she just kept giving me hugs. She didn't say anything to me. And I guess on the way home, grandma told him, said, Grandpa is not having a good day. So we got to love on him more. And that's what they did. You know, it's neat to have my grandkids look at me and smile, and their eyes get all bright, like they're happy to see me. Like, hey, that's my grandpa. I just had 3 people here, and they laughed. See, even shit like that hurts me. I don't like it, even though I should be used to it. I'm a little. I'm easily hurt today. We'll put it that way. We're gonna try and read this. We're gonna try and read this. Gonna try and put these up today. The other ones, the cats ate through. So I'm gonna try finishing putting these up today. And that'll give us a little color. Yes, Amber, this was your idea from like 2 months ago. That's how long it takes me to get shit done. When it was on and it was working, it looked really cool in here, and I liked it. So I just Shannon got me some more. All right. Be patient. Thank you for that, Amber. Thank you. Because you're right. It could be 300. You're actually absolutely right. So I don't know. All right. Like I said, this kind of faded, so I'll do the best that I can. And I'm going to tell you now, I'm still denying I wrote this, but I would probably believe my mother over me. A frog and a mom. I've ever dead frog. I'm something dead frog. I'm alcohol. But he really isn't a frog at all. He is a prince, enchanted, who cannot tell the proper use to be good, the spell. Perhaps he has earned the wealth of witches by lying drunk in the ditches. Perhaps he punched his princely brothers, or loved one girl and used another. Perhaps he lied. Perhaps he lied. I cannot read that. My handwriting was horrible. Perhaps he lied. I can't read it. But anyway, he's sorry now. And so I cry him about. In case the very rough word should slip out. Oh, in case the very rough. And so I'm going to do that one. And so I cry him about in case the rough words should come out, like reactions, right? Last one. I'm a dead frog. Oh, I'm a dead frog in alcohol. But he really isn't a frog at all. He is a prince enchanted. I have no idea. I have no idea how I wrote that. And that's what bothers me. It's what bothers me. The thing is I used to pride myself on being able to remember what happened, but now it's like you start to second guess yourself and you know, I just wish I was feeling better. So, all right. So you got to do what's best for yourself, and when it comes to mental illness, and when it comes to meds and things like that, it's okay to advocate for yourself. Okay, if your doctor is not listening to you, get a different one. Um, I start things out with, when I talk to my doctors and things like that, I will start, this is how I start out. I feel the need to advocate for myself, and then be quiet because I want to see what they say. I feel the need to advocate for myself. If they say nothing, I'm looking for another doctor. And that's what I will tell them. Right? If they say, okay, what is it that you need to say? All right, now we can move on. Okay, but don't go looking for the norm. Don't be a fucking lemming, man. I'm going to tell you right now, there's a lot of wrong paths out there. A lot. There's more wrong paths than there are right paths to recovery right now. And now, right now, everybody in Colorado is touting how great it is. I'm going to tell you something. We're still 48th. We actually have more people dying now than we did a year ago. Okay. It hasn't gotten any better. It's actually gotten worse. It's just that these people think that certain things are success, and they're not. Okay. Holding an event is not a success. That's a job. Okay. Success is going out, helping other people, not expecting everything in return, including fucking money. I'm tired of people taking fucking money for this stuff. I'm ready to fucking throat punch them all. I'm tired of people blowing smoke up my ass. Okay. Today I got a message, are you busy today? Fuck, I'm always busy. Yeah, I'm busy beating up on myself. Leave me alone. Right now I just I feel unwanted, but it just seems like the only reason my phone rings is because somebody wants something from me. And I don't feel like a part of anything at the moment. I just left my home group because of abuse. There's some things, my morals I will not cross, and I'll tell you why. I'm not willing to accept the consequences. I'm not. I'm not going to get away with anything in this life. And I'm no longer willing to accept the consequences of hurting God's children. I won't do it. And right now, you have people out there that they're friends, but when you support bullshit, I can't jump on with you, man. I can't do it. And that makes it hard. People say, be patient. Just wait. They're right, though. They're right. Because, like I said, I'm not getting away with anything in this world, and neither are you. None of us are going to fucking get away with it. I can tell you that now. It's going to come out one way or another. You either face your snakes, or you can do what I did and go to therapy. Okay? Face your snakes, man. Face them. Or your life's going to suck when you're 53. Well, it's not going to suck. Okay? I got bubbles. Here, let's blow some bubbles. I got my camera turned off the other day for blowing bubbles. They said it was distracting. I don't think it had anything to do with that. I think they just don't like me. Let's talk about that for a second. Then I'm gonna wrap it up. All right. Do we care what people think of us? I talk about this. I talked about it the other day. The answer is yes. Of course I do. Okay. Now that doesn't determine my worth. I don't get to determine my worth. So, but yeah, you bet I care what people think of me. What did I just say earlier? When my grandkids look at me with joy, it made me feel good. Of course, I care what people think of me. I care what you think of me. Because if you think badly of me, I can't help you. And I want to. I don't like fighting. I don't like it. I don't like hate. I don't like confrontation, so I get it over with. You know? Like today, I'll go up and say, hey, let's open the windows and turn the AC off. But I won't come out like that. So I had to ask my wife for help. Because I'll just go up and yell. And they don't fucking know. They don't know. There is no reason for me to yell at my son. Okay? It's not my son. Okay? My brain just wanted to pick something. See, my brain likes to pick people out and start fights in my head. I wake up in the morning and the first thought in my head is, who do I hate today? Okay? This is my PTSD. These are intrusive thoughts. I'm not that person. I'm not. So, do I care what everybody thinks about me? No. No. Do I care what my friends and my family think about me? Yeah, because I fucking care about them. People talked a lot of shit about me. Well, no. Let me rephrase that. People told the truth about my antics. Let's put it that way. Okay. So that isn't shit talk. That's just the truth. Okay. Sometimes I get tired of explaining. I'm going to have to explain it again today to the man that raised me because his email started with, I'm confused, and I know what he's going to come. I know what he's going to talk about. Okay. And I'll let you know what it was. I was still drinking at the time. At 42, I had a heart attack. Okay. While I was in surgery, my stepfather, my brothers, and my sister pulled my wife aside and proceeded to tell her to leave me. I don't know if any of you know how I react if you try and interfere with my relationship with my wife. I'll fucking kill you. Yeah. I'll fucking knock you off your fucking ass. You interfere with it. No, it's none of your goddamn business. See, my family didn't want me to be happy. They believe in tough love. I'm going to tell you, if it wasn't for my wife, I wouldn't be here. I'd be dead. They should be fucking shaking their fucking hand. All right. Now, she didn't tell me right away. In fact, I came out and my brother wanted to argue with me and he got kicked out. Okay. The golden child got kicked out. Well, when I found out, I was in the middle of my PTSD stuff. And ooh, they're lucky they weren't around. They're lucky I verbally lashed because I was ready to drive. Okay. This is not good, my friends. This is hate. It's hate. And it serves no fucking purpose. Okay. I had every right to tell them to back the fuck off. You bet I did. Okay. To this day, I do not feel bad about creating that boundary. And I'm going to do it again today. Hey, you tried to what would you do if I tried to interfere with you and your wife, Wendell? Wouldn't that piss you off? Did you ever stop to think that maybe that wasn't cool? That's what he, you know. So I put a cease and desist order on their asses. I did. Okay. But I'm going to have to go back and tell them, hey, you know what? I was reacting to something. And this is what I was reacting to. And this is how PTSD works. And the better you understand it, the better you're going to understand me. If that's something you're willing to do. May not be something. And, here's the thing is like, well, I'm confused. Well, I'm sorry, but you're the fucking adult in this situation. Just be my dad. Okay? He doesn't know how. He doesn't know how. See, none of his other children are all fucked up in the head. Oh, one of them is. I'll have a right to say that. But not like me. Ain't crazy. Ain't crazy. Ain't cray like me. Right. So he doesn't know how to handle me. But if he would stop and listen, he'll know, because I've been trying to tell him for years. Okay? He always tried to buy with me with money. And that is not my love language. No. When it comes to my parents, when it comes to him, time. That's all I ever wanted. Even right now, I'm going to have to, when I write it back, I'm going to have to explain to him, I do not want any of your money. I know I'm not in his will. I don't give a fuck. See, that's the problem. People think I care about money in my family, and I don't. You can have it all. I don't care. What are you going to do with it? Good for you. See, if you gave me $1 million, I'd open a halfway house for homeless alcoholics. What else am I going to fucking do with it? I guess I'd pay off my child support. Yesterday, I heard that my ex-wife went to fucking Cancun, and it pissed me off. And I'll tell you why. Because she skims out the government. That pissed me off. See? Intrusion. Why can't you go to Cancun? Fucking cares. These are the thoughts that go through my head. That sucks. I can't stop them. No. I wish I could get rid of these fucking nightmares. Okay. But even on the meds, I still have the nightmares. So, yeah. So, looks like I got some more work to do, which is a good thing, right? Because that means I'll be here for longer. Well, the moment we succeed at this, we're dead. That dying sober is the success for me. That's my aim. Die sober. Well, I got work to do because I'm still an alcoholic. I'll always be an alcoholic. Okay? Always have PTSD. Always have depression. Always have anxiety. Okay? Just so you know, anxiety's it's not real. Okay? I'll tell you what anxiety is. Fear. Fear. Anxiety is fear. All right. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. It's the difference between 10 minutes and 35 minutes and what you'll actually get out of me. I feed off other people, man. I do. I am. I'm a fucking parasite. I'm a vampire. All right. And I feel a little bit better. So thank you for that. I love you. I really do. Even when I go through this stuff and I hate everybody in the world, I actually love you. It's just me fighting with myself. Peace out. And if you're going to a 5:30